Getting an accommodation in the United Kingdom can be a little challenging, and that's why this video is going to help you. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Gimme Martins, and this is story time with Gimme. As you all know, I'm in my new apartment. Yeah, and in the past 1 week that I've moved, I've gotten a whole lot of texts and calls on how I got my apartment and the moving process. So I decided that I was just going to make this as a video, yeah, explaining and basically giving like tips that could help people out. Yeah. Rule number one, I mean, never ever move to a place, like a new place, without sorting out an accommodation. Most especially if you have the aim of staying in the place for a long term. Jeez. I mean, we all know Airbnbs and hotels can be ridiculously expensive, and you definitely don't want to be wasting your whole money. I mean, money for a month's rent could be like a week pay, something like that, or just 2 weeks, yeah, with Airbnbs and hotels. So trust me, you definitely don't want to be wasting such amount of money, truly. Yeah, so before I actually like relocated to United Kingdom, I took this advice and I decided to even sort out my accommodation before even coming. Yeah, I mean there are a whole lot of apps, websites that you can use. Yeah, I'm just going to name a few that I know. Spare Room, Zoopla, right move, open rent, yeah. But for me, getting this place, I actually got this apartment on Spare Room. Yeah, actually. So what you just do is like you could put in the location, the type of property you're looking for, know your budget. But also when you know your budget, try to like um put an additional thing like just in case, to be honest. And lately accommodations generally is been like, oh, exhausting. A good one that I always tell people is open your mind to living somewhere not so close to where you would have loved to be. So I tell this to my friends that are here that don't live so close to where I stay. I'm like, you're either spending the money on accommodation or you're spending the money on transportation. You will definitely find cheaper accommodations in places that are not so close to like the fancy places like your city center, the fancy restaurants, the clubs, the pubs, and all of that. Trust me, you're going to find cheap accommodations. But if you know you want to live like in the main place of your city or wherever you're staying, you have to open your mind to paying more. There is nothing like big boy and big girl in the United Kingdom. So my first accommodation was in a shared apartment. Yeah, there's several types. We have shared, suite, studio, then bedroom flats. So I'm just going to explain like shared. Shared apartment. You could have like six, seven, or more people living in the house. It's shared bathroom, shared kitchen, shared toilet. So you better just pray for amazing flatmates. Yeah. So most times shared accommodations are like not so expensive, to be honest, and could be like bills inclusive and all of that. Yeah, but just pray for good clean housemates. That's the thing. So ensuite is like, you're just sharing. Ensuite is you have your room and your bathroom and your toilet to yourself, or you're sharing the kitchen. And then studio is like, you have your thing plus your kitchen, but it could not be bills inclusive, which means you have to like pay for the power, the water, and all of that. And then bedroom flats here. So that's just the explanation. So you just need to, with your amount, know what you want, cause but yeah, irrespective of anything, if you're opting for shared and if you're opting for ensuite, still just pray for like good clean housemates. Some houses are bills inclusive and some houses are non-bills inclusive. So when they say a house is bills inclusive, it means you're not going to be paying for power, water. Yes, but you should actually ask to confirm, because the bills could be TV license, council tax, water, power. So you need to ask whichever the house even comes with, which package it is it basically. And then when it says non bills inclusive, means it's just rent you're paying for, but the other things you will be figuring that out yourself. And when you're figuring that out yourself, you need to become a mathematician and an economist, because you need to basically just manage everything so that you won't be spending too much on power. What water is like, I think it's yearly. I mean, my accommodation is bills inclusive, so I don't really like have a whole lot of information on that. And then council tax depends on the city where you're staying. You just have to check, and then you know the amount you'll be paying for. Yeah. Is if you're currently living in a place and you do not have the mindset of renewing your rent, it is best that you start your house hunting a month before your rent is actually due, which is what I actually did for myself. My rent would have been due, like, coming month, but I just decided to start looking for an apartment. And this place that I got was love at first sight. I don't know. So I just got the apartment on spare room. I was given a list of like other accommodations. Yeah, and deposit. I didn't talk about deposits. So some houses come like you have to pay deposits, and some houses is not deposits. So when they say houses like that come with deposits, it depends, but these deposits are refundable if there are no damages in the house, to be honest. And the prices differ depending on wherever you're getting the accommodation for. So I just came for house viewing, and immediately I just paid my deposit, like this place is mine. And I just paid for it. And then I started to now think afterwards that, oh, are you sure? And all of that. We also talk about requirements that accommodations could have. I'm taking this deep breath because lately I've been hearing a whole lot of crazy ass things. Like, apart from the normal visa, passports, working documents and all of that. At times, you could be asked for a guarantor that lives or owns an apartment or an accommodation in the United Kingdom. Yes, so the requirements differ basically. Another one I want to talk about is the type of contracts accommodations come with. So it could be a 1 year contract, 6 month contract, 3 month contract, or no contract. So to be honest, the rent basically depends pending on the type of contract you're taking. So they have like this calculation. So yeah, when I first came, I used to see like they'll put per week and then you see per month, and then I'm like, why is per week different from like the total thing? But there's a whole calculation for it that I don't really know. So I would have like loved to share, but there's a calculation for splitting it depending on type of contract you're getting. That's why if someone is opting for a 6 month contract, it might be expensive, like just it be expensive, not too expensive actually, compared to someone going for a year's contract where they could split the money for 1 year. Lastly, this is to everyone coming into the University of Hull that is yet to sort out an accommodation. You can find me on my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at Yimi Martins, and you can also comment below so we can get something. Yeah, the least thing you want to do is to get stranded in a place you've never been before. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. See you in my next video. Bye.